Hello YouTube. Today's another video on another pile of crap that I've picked up. Gone against my better ways and bought myself a quad. Now look at this goddamn mess. The guy I picked this up off of said it had no spark and an electrical issue. Take a look at that wiring harness. So far that's what I've made out of it, and I'm going to be continuing on and trying to fix this mess. The thing is spliced in probably 40 different goddamn spots. I have no idea what the fuck this guy was thinking, but I can tell you it's going to get fixed. But anyways, this is a 1993 Kawasaki Bayou 300. Everything that I'm able to tell, the engine actually has good compression. The thing actually has really low mileage. If you take a look at the bike overall and actually look at it, it looks a little crusty, but it's not beat up. Those are the original shocks even. Like, the bike has honestly been pretty much a sitter its entire life, clearly. From what I could tell, the stator actually burnt up on this bike and it wasn't getting a spark, and he decided to park it. Well, my thought is if this is a DC system on this bike, then you should just be able to throw another battery in it and start it up, and you might not have juice coming from your stator, but it should fire up on your battery. So that's kind of confusing for me, but as I said, this guy has literally hacked and spliced this harness in every goddamn way that I could possibly find. The only way to fix it is by going one wire at a time, I guess, or going against an even better version of my judgment and picking up a Chinese wiring harness kit and wiring it up with a Chinese fucking stator and all that. Apologize for the language, but some of us trike and bike guys don't really give a crap what YouTube thinks. All in all, bike's actually great. Like, look at the front drive shaft is brand new in this bike. He said he was in the bike for a couple of months. His buddy actually gave it to him. I picked it up for $300. It doesn't look like much here. Believe it or not, it's got a good seat. It's been recovered. 2 good racks. Good tank. Plastics. The plastics are actually damn near mint on this bike. They're missing some decals, but other than that, it's nice. Yeah, that's my word so far. It's my Craftsman mud mower that's in the middle of actually getting built. It's a pocket bike, and I got a parts quad underneath that for both my sons' quads. This white one here is his new one. We're going to be selling the blue in here. I'm going to be putting a new seat on it, and it's going to be getting a new sprocket and a chain, and that bike is going to be going up for sale for, I think, $600. It's got a brand new Japanese made carburetor on it and a couple other things. The bike actually runs fucking great. The only reason he went up to this was because that doesn't have reverse. This one does. This one's beat to hell, and he rides it hard, and I don't want that one falling apart. But other than that, go on here. Got my trike. I actually just picked up a new rear rack for it. Yes, that is an original 200M rear rack. It's gonna go on this bike. Sorry. These are not the right plastics on the bike. These are ATC 200 plastics. So unfortunately they don't sit quite right to let the actual rack drop down into place, and I don't have the proper grab bar on there, so that's going to have to be picked up. I am hunting. It's a 200M with 185, sorry, that's the 200S frame that I robbed that one off of, the front end. Got a 200E rear end that I'm actually going to be doing my disc brake conversion on and putting it into this bike. This 200M axle swaps in and out of that just the same, so you don't ever have to worry. You can swap axles constantly. It's just that's a housing that I already have out that I'm just going to do my brake swap on. Other than that, this is a 250R engine that's getting rebuilt. Gonna get put into a kid's dirt bike, or not a dirt bike, a kid's go-kart. Came out of a 250R dirt bike from the 80s, and unfortunately I dropped the bike down the cliffside and snap this motor mount and the back motor mount on the bottom. So we're going to figure out something to bolt onto that mount, the top mount, and we're going to use a bunch of these little 8mm, I guess. Alright, well, continue on with the project, and when we're done I'll let you know.